fighting age-related diseases because it lends that natural glow. If you don't believe me, you can go and look up in any shop or even in an Indian shop, you can find this Vico turmeric cream even today. It's very much there and very much a bestseller as it was probably about 30 or 40 years ago. Didn't realize it at the time, you know. So today we have the best creams and, you know, age-related creams and facial things that are available in the market. Just the last week when we had gone for our Indian shopping, my daughter goes into the shop looking for Vico turmeric cream. And I said, seriously? And she said, yes, Mom. After all that I've applied, after all the oil of Olay and everything else, the L'Oreals and all that, she says, I think I'll go back to Vico turmeric. I believe in it. There you go. So that's turmeric. Ha! Everybody's favorite? Not necessarily. But somebody's more than others. Yep, some people love their mirchi or the chili as we call it. Yes, there are many kinds of chilies. You get the mild ones, the mild peppers, but then you get the really, really hot ones. And we powder it. I don't powder it at home because you cannot. It's quite difficult because it can cause your eyes to, and the flavor lingers, the aroma lingers in the room, and that's not something I think I'd like. But I buy it from the market and we use it in every cooking. Depends upon how much you want to use, a spoon, half a tablespoon, whatever. But definitely contributes towards our cooking process. But apart from that, apart from just extending that level of heat to food, look at that, controls significantly insulin levels apparently. Right. And has got a high content of vitamins A and C. So we always thought it was the carrot or the citrus. No. To me this was an eye-opener. The chili too. So why do I need to eat a carrot and a citrus? I just might as well eat the chili. It's got both of it, right? Okay. But no, it's got vitamins A and C. And of course, it causes the body to burn more calories because it increases your metabolism. Right? And that is another way in which the chili, apart from lending flavor to the food, and that flavor is so important. In fact, we get two kinds of chili powder. You get the normal chili powder and you get what we call is the Kashmiri chili powder, which comes from the Kashmir region of India in the north. The Kashmiri chili powder is milder, but it's brighter in color. And that's the one I generally use for my cooking because it kind of gives it the color, but not so much of the heat that comes out of the hotness that comes out of the chili. Oh, and this is my favorite. We call it the garam masala. It's actually a blend of many spices. Cardamom, cloves, mace, cinnamon, cumin, fennel, black peppercorns, and bay leaves. You get to buy it as a powder in the market, but what I like to do is take all of it. I have all of this in its form just like that, and I roast it and then powder it. The kind of aroma it lends to your cooking. Especially non-vegetarian cooking, so important, the garam masala. And each of these ingredients, in its own way, has got a part to play towards keeping us healthy and happy. Look at the benefits of this garam masala. When you take just that powder, cinnamon, as you can see, even controls, everything seems to be controlling blood sugar. Well, promotes brain functionality, that's something. Cloves. Do you all agree with this? That's got antiseptic and germicidal, cloves especially. Whenever you have a toothache, you know, I know my mom again, I go back to my mom, I'm sorry, but she has been the source of all this for me. So she would always put a clove whenever I got toothache, you know, in my, she'd keep it in your gum, she'd say. Again, that was kind of an irritant at the time, but since then, clove oil is what I generally use whenever I get a toothache. So cloves generally have this kind of functionality of being an antiseptic and having germicidal and also relieving digestive problems and arthritic pain. Now, bay leaves are an excellent source of vitamin A. Didn't know that at all. I mean, I didn't know much of this other than the cloves till I did this research and I said, wow, I really have been helping myself, haven't I, all these years? And using the garam masala again, increases your body temperature and prevents sluggish, right, it's gone down, anyway, prevents the sluggishness of your body. So these are the benefits, and like I said, it contributes so beautifully to the flavor of the dish that you're cooking, especially if it happens to be a chicken or a meat curry. Oh my God, this just enhances it in so many ways. So, Indian cooking is not just about curries. I've just spoken about all the spices that go into curries, but we have so many kinds. Like I said, every region of India, as I told you, has a different kind of contribution to make to the cuisine that is so rich and varied in that country. The southern part, the northern part, the eastern and the western, they all differ in the kind of cuisine they have. Some curries are bland, some are extremely pungent. I find that most people go to the restaurant and they order butter chicken, which is the staple diet for most people because it's milder. It's not like a normal vindaloo or any of those curries that can cause your stomach to burn. But it's the butter chicken that is the milder version. But at the same time, it's rich in the spices. So you can definitely taste the spicy part of that cuisine. So Indian cooking, with its breads, its rice, all kinds of varieties of rice, the fragrant rices, the kind of dishes that you make with rice, the kind of breads that you make in India, the naan bread, the roti, the parathas, they're all wonderful in their own ways. So while some of us may not be able to literally stomach Indian cooking, and the pun was intended, Indian cooking is about diversity. It's about spices. But today, ladies and gentlemen, what I'd like you to take away from this is that it's not just adding to the flavor of the dish that you eat, but in so many more ways than one, it contributes towards the benefits that it lends to your body, whether it's as a germicidal, whether it's because of its vitamins, whether it's because of controlling insulin levels, or whether it is because you need a natural glow to your skin in whatever little form that you want it. Indian cooking answers it for you. So visually and gastronomically appealing. This is my world of spices that I wanted to introduce you to. And this is my bibliography from where I got my research, and especially these two books that are below here, the Hyderabadi cooking and the flavors of Indian cooking, gave me so much of information. And with all that, I was able to compile this. And I hope that in some way you have understood that Indian cooking is not just about curries and about chilies, but it's about the benefits to the human body. Miss Chen.